Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today is the another video of how to draw nose from different angles. Yes, in today's video we will learn how to draw a nose from four different angles, and the angles is that when you learn these techniques you will be able to draw the front view, side profile, up turn nose, and the 3 by 4 view, and the other all the other views of the nose. I will teach you everything, how to shade them, how to draw the outline, the right pattern for it, so you will be able to draw it much more easily. So here is the supply that we are going to use. I'm going to use this 2H grade pencil, the B grade pencil, and the 6B grade pencil. Oops. 6B grade pencil I use, the darkest pencil that I use is the 6B grade pencil. You can manage the grades. I mean, for a place of 6B you can use a 5B or 4B or maybe 7 or 8B, and the place of like 2H pencil you can use a F pencil, but 2H is best for highlight, for the light shadows, and the B, for the place of B you can use a F or a bit upper grade like HB grade pencil, and the soft blending eyeshadow face for blending, cotton bud, and the kneaded eraser, and of course the normal eraser. So here these are the supplies that we are going to use. Now without further ado, let's get jump right in. Let's get started. So as always, we will first starting with the front view, the front profile nose, and as I will show you multiple ways to draw the nose. So the first is the circle. I don't know what it's actually called, but I just call it the circles way to draw the nose. Okay, so first you have to draw a round circle. Make sure the circle as big as the nose tip is. Then you have to draw a two small more circles. I show this when many of my other videos, so I just thought that in this video I'll show you multiple, like not only the circle way but the more ways. Okay, so make sure the both circles as big as the corner of the nose is. Once you're done, then start drawing the nose. First, we will start with the nostril and then start drawing the corner of the nose. Don't just depend yourself too much on those circles, like these circles just guide you, but you still have to look at your reference if you want your nose to just turn out like your reference. So you have to look at time to time to your reference, and this is just like a quick game. We are done to draw our nose. As you can see, our nose are ready, and now it's time to shade it. And first I use a 2H grade pencil. I always say the 2H grade pencil works so well for the first layer. 2H grade pencil is best for a first layer because it have like a soft contrast that blends so well, especially in a normal paper. I always use a normal paper, and then I use a already used cotton bud. Again, help so much with shading. And after that I use a B grade pencil for the second layer. I can done that whole nose with one pencil, but as I make this video for beginners, so that's why I just use like three or four pencils to show you. But I will show you that how to draw shade a whole nose with a one pencil in this video as well. Now I first start with the darkest areas. I always starting with the darkest area and leave the lightest, and then blend it out. Make sure blend well, then all of those pencil strokes, because we want our nose to be soft and soft and realistic. And then I use a 6B grade pencil. 6B grade pencil is the darkest pencil that I use, but you can use like a more darker pencil or more darker grades. It's okay if you don't have 6B, you can use a more darker grade or a bit lighter than a 6B. Then again focus on the darkest area, blend it out. Again focus on the darkest area and blend the lightest. When I blend it out, I blend some lightest areas with the graphite, with like blend them together. Then we have like the soft and realistic. Now as you can see, I just blended out and darken up the darkest areas. And in noses, the nostril is the darkest part of the nose, and make sure to shade the nostril first, because when you shade the nostril first, you have an idea that how the other areas is looks like. If you just shade all of the nose and then at the ends just darken up the nostril, then it looks like kind of cheap and not looks as realistic as it needs to be. Maybe the nostril looks too much darker and the all of the those darkest shadows of the nose looks lighter than that, so you have to balance it. For the balancing, you have to darken up the nostril first. No matter you draw nose, lips, everything, you have to darken up the darkest part first to know that how the lightest and the half lightest, a little lightest looks like, other shades looks like. Now at the end I just draw some freckles, and then our nose is ready. I really love freckly nose. Freckly nose is looks like way more realistic than a normal nose. And we are done. I just shade out, and then we are done with our front view nose. Let's learn how to draw a 3 by 4 angle nose, and this is the nose that many people have a struggle, many beginners have a struggle to draw. So the process is same, but I may improve it a bit. First you have to draw a round circle, then you have to draw a oval circle. Then as you can see, I'm drawing kind of like a rectangle. As you can see, you have to draw a horizontal line lower side of the nose, and it's like it looks like a 3D model. Yeah, we are drawing a 3D model for drawing a nose. I hope you understand the process. Now after just drawing this shape, then start drawing the nose. These two circles help us to draw the nostril, help us to just just know that where the nostril is actually located, and the corner of the nose and the nose tip. After that, just erase all of those unnecessary lines, as you can see, and we are done with our 3 by 4 angle view nose. Like, it's easy, it's not that hard, it's not that hard, like as easy as it looks like. Just you have to believe on yourself. Now with this nose, I just decided to shade all of those nose when using the 6B grade pencil. If any one of you have just one darkest pencil, they can shade it. Now as you can see, as I say, first we have to shade the nostril first, the nostril always first, and then just darken up some darkest shadows, starting with the darkest shadows, but with the very light pressure. Just make it looks like you are using the B grade or the B grade or the F grade pencil. After that, just going with the same thing again, darken up those darkest shadows. You start with the darkest shadows, as I say, and darken up those darkest shadows again, blend it out again, and then after that darken up some darkest area again. Just work until you feel the realisticness, but don't add too much pressure on your pencil. Add a bit pressure while you are shading the darkest area. And I already make the video about the pressure, like how much pressure you have to add, how much pressure you have to about on my this one video. So if you haven't watched that one video, go first watch that one video. It's helped you a lot. And we are done with our 3 by 4 video. Now last but not least, let's learn how to draw the upturned nose, and this is the angle that many beginners struggle with. Even not a completely beginner struggle with to draw the upturned nose. Now for the upturned nose, just follow the shape that I'm going to draw. First you have to draw a round circle for the tip of the nose, then you have to draw a kind of triangle, but the upside of the triangle don't have like a thinner tip. It's have like a square, like a rectangle, flat, the up tip is flat, yeah. And then you have to, like, it looks like a 3D effect. It gives you a 3D effect. I hope you understand this shape, and if you don't, just comment down below. I will send you it on my Instagram. Just message me on my Instagram. I always put the link on the description. Now by following this angle, I first draw the nostril. It helped me a lot to draw the nostril. Again, I just look at my reference time to time. Now as you can see, we have to follow it. I follow the first square that I draw, the first these rectangles that I draw, and I draw the corner of the nose to help of these, and then the other areas of the nose. I hope you understand this process. Like, it's too much easy, it's not that hard, but you have to focus. You have to watch my video with focus and just do the same, and try a 2 to 3 times practice, and you will be pro at one day. And you just draw the upturn, the side profile, any angle nose without those patterns. You can draw it without those patterns. So these patterns for beginners, it's help you, and if you are using this pattern in your future with so it's okay. But if you don't, you will be able to draw it without those pattern. Now, as I say, I shade it a bit and then I start shading the nostril. I didn't shade the whole nose, and after shading the nostril, no, I shaded a bit and then start shading the nostril. Because what I say, remember what I say, is that nostril, you have to shade the nostril first, because if you don't, then your nose shadows and values not looks balanced. Now after shading the nostril, I understand that the nose needs to be dark enough, and then I use a B grade pencil to shade. For first layer I use a 2H grade pencil. For second layer I use a B grade pencil, and again focus on the darkest area. I always focus on the darkest area and then blend all of the darkest and the lightest together, but the highlight area, I leave the highlight area always. Now as you can see, I blend it out, make sure to blend all of those things well, and then I pick at the end I pick the 6B grade pencil, because the 6B grade pencil is the darkest that we are using right now. And then I darken up the nostril again, and then we are done. At the end I just add some highlights, and then we are done with our upturned nose. And I hope you understand everything. I hope you understand. I always show my angles with the shading. I never make the video that I just show the angle and then I didn't show the shades. I always show them together. So the last and the least angle is the side profile nose, this right angle nose, and this is also the angle that many beginners have struggled to draw. When I was a beginner, I thought that side profile nose is a bit easy than it's more easy than a front profile nose, and I write somewhere, but I always have a struggle to draw the side profile nose just like a reference. It never turned out like a reference, and it makes me feel so gloomy and I feel so bad. So that's why I add the side profile nose in this video as well. So for side profile nose, you have to draw these two circles. Make sure the circles as big as the nose tip and the nose corner is, and the location is the same as the nose. Like everyone's have their own nose angles, so sometimes the front tip nose is need to be a bit upside, and sometimes it need to be a bit lower. So you have to make sure you have to focus on these things too. And now with the and I also draw this this triangle angle, but you don't need to draw this triangle. It's okay if you didn't draw it. Like the circles will help you to draw the side profile. The triangle just make it more easy. Just wanted to make it more easy for you, but you just don't need to draw it. Just these two circles is enough to draw the side profile nose. And now by following this, I draw the nose shape. I hope you understand how I draw it. Like it's pretty easy. Those two circles, the between area of those two circles, the lower between areas help us to draw the nostril, and when the nostril location is perfect and at the same area where is in the reference, then your nose turn out well and looks realistic and just like a reference. Now for the shading, I use the 3B grade the B grade pencil first. I always say 3B B grade pencil first, and then I blend it with the cotton bud. And as you can see, I first start with the darkest areas. I always start with the darkest area first, and I first shade the nostril to know that balance all of those darkest areas and shades. And as you can see, then I use a 6B grade pencil. I directly jump into 6B grade pencil, but if you are beginner, so then after that use a 3B grade pencil and then go with the 6B grade pencil. Because if you didn't watch this one video where I just teach you what I mean when I say don't add pressure, and what every artist means that don't add pressure or adding up pressure. So make sure watch that one video. It'll help you a lot with understanding the shading and everything. And now as you can see, I blend it out, shade it again, blend it out, work until I feel the realisticness. I work until it looks realistic. And yeah, after adding highlights, we are done with our side profile nose, the last nose of this video. And I hope you understand. I hope you understand whole process. I hope this video is helpful for you. Thank you so much guys for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment, and I will see you in my next video.